when we're really done with people, do they really need to know that? Or is that a immature venting part on my end? Is that immature venting on my end?
Yeah, it's immature venting. No? Or sharing too much?
And in Dr. Phil's eyes, he does say it's immature venting, right? You don't have to tell people all of your thoughts and all of your feelings. You really don't, right? Because you burn a bridge when you do that. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you don't, it's not good to have burnt bridges, right? Meaning that you can't go back. They gonna always remember, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And remind you. So this would be called giving up my leverage. I want to always be in investigative mode. Dr. Phil says this a lot. Investigative mode, right? And always keeping my plans close to the vest. And so when he say investigative mode, he was saying he taught his sons how to, whenever he walked in the room, make sure you just scan the room. And just kind of, if somebody looks like, you know, they might start some trouble, just make sure you're cautious of that area of the room. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You might be wrong, you might be right. He's not saying he's right or wrong. He's just saying, hey, if something was to go down, it does look like it would be that side of the room. So I'm going to just make sure my seat is facing this way. You know, right. being intentional and just being aware.
Aware of your environment.
Right.
What's going on.
And it doesn't help me when people know my thoughts and feelings. I just have to understand that sometimes it doesn't help me in a way. Mm-hmm. Like Jazz had to tell me, it's oversharing.
I mean, you know? I got that from you. Well, no, yeah. Did I give you?
Well, you were telling me that, you know, I overshare a lot.
Sometimes it's just
okay,
chatter boxes. And it'd be like, you know what, that was unnecessary to say. You could have just kept that to yourself.
Yeah.
You're oversharing that for what? Gain something? Or you usually just be like, well, no, just to say. I usually be like, no, just to say it. Then what was the point? It was no point in saying it. Right. It was just, stop. Stop. Say what needs to be said.
Nah, for real. I mean, and I'm going to just skip a few things because I don't want to be too far, you know, in past, actually. And go ahead and go to 12 because that just is what it is, right? Mm-hmm. It just is what it is. For real. Keep your options open. 11. 12 and last one. I must always figure the system and find a way to make it work for me. Right? Being genuine and being unique, really, I should say. Being unique in everything that you do. Yeah. Putting your own beauty mark on it. Putting your own stamp on, you know, something that you might have been inspired by. You know, always put your little stamp on it. And, you know, and we have to figure out how systems work. Now, he really dived in deep with this one. And he was just basically kind of gave us a example of when he was in college. And he was just saying that he wrote a contract of like a what was it called? It was a college contract to basically say, hey, I'm doing this for a degree plan. Thank you. Mm-hmm. He had signed a degree plan, ready to go, ready, set, ready to go. And when he was doing it, back when he started college, when he was doing it, he said he was the only one doing it. Nobody else in his class did it. And so when the 4 years passed and he was getting ready to graduate, they were trying to add extra classes or stuff and say, oh, you need this much more credits to actually graduate and blah, blah, blah. And he like, no. I have my degree plan ready, signed. Did this 4 years ago. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm walking across that stage. And because he knew that, or how the system worked, because he knew how the system worked, he was able to save money and save time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just, figuring out the system and finding a way to make it work for you is just overall being you, finding what really interests you,
Mm-hmm.
and figuring out how that system works. Like Rick Ross said, what he say? Mastering that one thing in life, being a master of that. You know what I'm saying? You say you like this, you become a master of it.
Yeah.
Learn all about it. Know the ins and outs. Know the system. And so that way you can also help the next person. I'm always into helping the next person, right? But
you gotta
like
first
you said,
master it yourself. You gotta get it down yourself. That's the only way you're gonna help the next person.
You gotta make that choice
Mm-hmm.
to, take some risks, do it yourself, see if it works, lose that 20 pounds, do the squats, do the little, for 30 minutes a day. Be consistent, be disciplined, so you can show somebody that it really works 3 months down the line. What's 3 months? What's 3 months of your life if we really think about it?
If you really think about it.
What's a measly little 3 months to be disciplined every day for 10 minutes, 100 push-ups?
For yourself.
Something simple. But as in Dr. Phil's words also, he said, basically, winners out prepare the other side. He used to be a court scientist, and they used to prepare how they would do in a court, or how they were going to do in court when they go. They'll prepare for it, right? And so that's basically why his terminology is that way. Is basically preparing that other side, preparing the defense, or however they call in the court. What is it? The defense side or the plaintiff?
Plaintiff or something like that.
However you say the sides. Y'all people who into that, y'all know what I'm talking about. But it saves you time, it saves you money, to really just know, really gain knowledge. Gaining knowledge of things. Reading the instructions full out. Like really for real, sit down and read the instructions full out.
Take the time for it.
Right. No, for real. And always be a student. Always be a student. Dr. Phil is up there, ain't he? And he's still a student. So
I feel like you'll always be a student of life.
Definitely. And that's all I had. That is all I had. I hated that I went over. But yeah,
somebody will get it.
I like Dr. Phil, and I like his lessons, and I really like that one, and I wanted to share it because, we want to be
Sorry, you.
Resilient.
I wasn't and driven. I wasn't ready, y'all. I so wasn't ready.
Yeah, we literally want to be that. So why not bring a little Dr. Phil into your life, okay?
And I'm so glad that you just threw that together. Side note, loved how you threw that in there. It just completely went over my head. Just knew I had a few more moments to get a sip in before she threw that in there. And she did such a great job. Sorry I effed it up. But maybe it was meant to, bye y'all.
Distractions.
That's it.
But, yeah, awesome week. Again, I'm just writing my playbook to life, right? Just writing my playbook. Enjoying my journey.
That part. That's all we can do.
Enjoying.
That's all you're supposed to do.
And enjoying that emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the time out to really enjoy that emotion. You should try it. But until next Friday, it is Saturday, yes. It is. But until next Friday, tap in for another episode of Fly High Fridays. Next Friday, make sure to follow our main socials down below in the description box and comment become in the comments.
I like that one.
Comment become in the comments for this week. If you tapped in, if you still here with us, gang,
to the very end,
we really appreciate you. And until next Friday, love, peace, gratitude. Show it all. Do it all. Do it anyway.
Because why not? This is y'all.
My lips are so ashy. But I always say that, don't I? But it's because I talk all day.
Every day.
But anyway,
y'all don't even know all that. Bye, y'all. I don't even know what we do besides them. We just handle BYRD Talk. That's all we do. That's all y'all need to know.
Yeah.